Hey, what up, YouTube? Dark Signer here. Again, I've been uploading years at this point, I guess, maybe. Just coming at you guys with a video because I went to the WCQ 2025, and I was able to finally top, so I'm very happy about it. A lot of, I wouldn't say testing, but a lot of thought went into it. I almost wanted to quit for a while just because of like constantly getting on the bubble and then just losing. It's like one of those like very discouraging things. So finally being able to break that bubble and be able to top was like insane. The deck was very, very good. I beat all the meta decks. I played like a bunch of mirrors, one Lunanight, one Vanquish Soul, and one Maliss. And I only lost to like non-meta. I lost to Gemini's, which might be meta now. Lost to Thunder Dragons like round 3, which was like super discouraging. And I lost in the top cut to Life Twins. I just bricked game 3. He had everything. Couldn't really do anything. And then like, yeah, so just stuff happens. First of all, huge shout out to like a lot of people, like Diana, my girlfriend, like kept me grounded the whole time. Like I took her as a trip. I was like, well, if I scrub out, we'll enjoy Indianapolis. But obviously I ended up doing well. She didn't really care. Like she was like always like supportive of like me going to sleep instead of going out when I got home. Then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, pretty much every day because I was just super tired from it. And she didn't mind it one bit. She was there. She was always, like I said, messaging me, keeping me grounded. Shout out to Brian with a Y from Card Art. He basically gave me the deck list. Like I just kind of tweaked it to my preference and just kind of obviously played it. What's it called? The deck list was really good. So shout out to him. Shout out to everyone from Card Art, from Green Potion, from all the locals. That's pretty much like all my playtesting. I don't play online or anything like that. I just go to locals, and we're from Cali, so we have a really good player base. Shout out to all the homies, you know what I mean? Everyone knows, like Alex behind the camera, E-Man, Vic, like Austin, like everyone, homie Sergio from LA, like everyone supporting me, like everyone was messaging me the whole time. I just keeping me grounded again, keeping me focused on it, because I was already kind of giving, when I had my second loss, I was already kind of doubting myself, like just being able to get all the support from people, like telling me, no, don't give up, because I was already thinking about the bubble in my head and losing the bubble like I usually do. So like everyone just keeps supporting me, so that's like the biggest thing is just the support. Like even though I went alone with Diana, like I still had support from everyone, like even though I was the only one technically there, everyone else somewhere else. The homies from Carter were there, but obviously like the day ones weren't there technically. What's it called? But yeah, I mean the friend circle is definitely growing, so a lot of support in it. And then shout out to the homie Dante, shout out to the playmat. Honestly, this playmat is like super nice, but I will be getting rid of it just because it's a little too sentimental, but whatever, stuff happens. But yeah, this is the deck list. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. I think the deck was very good. It was very thought out. It was very much geared towards just kind of like not losing to any of the fuwalos, purilia. Ash was still kind of a problem, but the deck, Droll. But the deck still plays around it pretty well just because of the way that it kind of makes it. And a lot of the stuff that they could draw is like things that kind of like full combo. So like, I'll kind of go through and I kind of explain some things. So 3 Habakiri, obviously, 2 Mirakuma, whatever his name is, and 1 Fusu, whatever this guy's name is again. What's it called? Playing a bigger package let me kind of like extend a lot more, and I had a lot more searches available to me just because like when you only play 4, you can only really like get like a couple of searches, obviously like the 2, but with this one it lets you get an extra one and then extra bodies in the deck. Make it so that again you can play around different fuwalos or purilia depending on which one they hit you with on turn 1. So it just made it so that I was able to play around a lot more. My boards were a lot harder to crack, and yeah, like I don't know, I really loved all of them. This guy came in handy. The second one was crazy. So yeah, everything flowed very well. Like playing the extra ritual monsters. I still played one of each of these guys, and then one of the snake. This guy makes it so that you're able to combo into a card that I'll show later. But having the extra body in the deck makes it so that you don't have to, what's it called, waste your normal summon on what's it called, one of the Ryzeals or different things. It lets you just kind of extend without it, and then that kind of made it so that I could play something else in the side deck. So yeah, but this guy was very good. A lot of times starting off with him was like insane, just because he makes the deck flow really well. 3 of the ritual spell, just because like drawing this plus any of these guys is like full combo, so like it makes it so that your dead hands, and it just makes it a lot more consistent, like playing 3 of them, because you don't care which one of them you draw from the ritual monsters. Having access to this is like insane. Having access to the 3rd one, I did side out one of them a lot, just to kind of like put in like some going second cards, especially like I said when I lost like game 1 or sorry, I won game 1 or whatever, like going second, like a lot of time you didn't really need this. Going first, I only ever sided out the purilias and the fuwalos, and then impinge it for 6 cards that I'll show you guys in the side deck. But going second, I tried it out like one of these a lot. But yeah, but this card going first was like insane. And again, it made it so that you have more consistent hands. The deck never really bricked on me until until top cut. So yeah, and it sucks because in top cut, yeah, bricking, yeah, it was pretty bad. But that was the only time that really happened. Every other time like I had a chance to play, I was just under fuwalos or purilias that couldn't full combo. But the deck always had a playable hand. So 3 of these cards really good. 3 prep to search this out. This card makes it so that you're able to play around purilia a lot. A lot of the time you're able to summon him from deck using the Habakiri in your hand, and then what's it called? You could get this, activate it to summon him back, and then get another search off of this guy, and then what's it called? Go into your Fiendsmith combo, and then while having this in the graveyard, put something else, so you're able to end on a full board through like the purilia. That way you don't really give them any cards. And then yeah, I'll show you guys how to play on the fuwalos too. But basically that's one of the ways that you play around it. So this card was like insane. This card like, it's so good. And then obviously being able to chain block is like really good. Just because like sometimes you could lose to Ash. So just having that access is really good. I played this thing. The ritual summon came in clutch like 3 games. And then the pop effect came in clutch a lot. A lot of people were just kind of like, if you fuwalos or purilia them, they would end on Babushka. So a lot of the time being able to just like out Babushka with this, tribute the monster that you use, and then just being able to otked them was like insane. The Ryzeal package, I only played 2X, 1 ice, 1 sword, 1 bonfire. Shout out to Brian, I drew all of them against him game 3. Well, he ended up topping with Gem Knights, but yeah, I drew all of them pretty much game 3. But essentially these guys, you don't really need more. It sucks that I don't play cross. Sometimes I did miss it, but again, like I only won 3 dice rolls, so I always went second, and this deck just like kills like through like all that stuff. And then a lot of time, again, you don't need your normal summon. A lot of the ways that this would work was like I would make like what's it called, the dual drive, and then get like these 2 because I already had like an established board. So then I would get this and this a lot of time when I had an established board, and I just summon both of them, get access to ice, and then like what's it called, have follow up, because then I can just like normal summon, get this, and now I let go of the whole Ryzeal engine. And now I don't have any real bricks in my deck. Obviously not having the follow up of cross, like to keep putting stuff back, but again, you don't really need it. Like you only really need 1 good turn, and then you just kill him. And then that engine also helps with this engine, because like a lot of the time, like when I got like purilia or like stuff like that, I didn't want to summon more guys from my hand like X or anything like that. So I just wanted to go into like the Fiendsmith lines. This is pretty much all you need. A lot of the time when I did this and to search this, they still drilled me. So I'm still able to end on a full Fiendsmith combo off of like them drawing, and then I could obviously still have like things to summon. But just like, you just don't want to ever get drolled. Like you want to have as less, I guess, cards that lose to draw as possible. And then this was like the perfect engine. I didn't really have any trouble with it. I think the 1/1/1 was like perfect. Once you side deck, you put in the Paradise. If you have to summon this, like if you have Engraver, if you go Engraver, get this, then dump Paradise. But yeah, these cards were really good. And I think the 1/1/1 was like fine. Obviously, I never take them out. They're always really good, but that's all you really want. You don't really want more, because again, you don't want to clog your hand with like bricks. You want the deck again to be like as consistent as possible. Because all the other cards that you're playing are not like once per turn, right? I mean, obviously these, like, but the ritual spell you can use it twice. The regular ritual you can use it twice. Like, it's just, yeah, you don't want any deck. I don't want to draw 2 engravers. I don't want any of that stuff. I just want a consistent hand to all the time, just to be able to play. And then if everything fails, you protos them, and then you win. I only summoned him 3 times. 2 times it won me the match, just because like I summoned it against Maliss and Lunanights going the, what's it called, game 2 or 3, it depends, because I think I chose one of them and the other one was in game 3. I dropped them in top cut, but what's it called, he ashed my X to search out my what's it called, my sword. I was supposed to use sword to get into the Banshee and then summon protos and call light on Life Twins, but instead I wasn't able to, so I had to call dark, and he just drew the Fiendsmith stuff, so I couldn't really do anything. He outed it and I just lost. So, but he also like fuwalos purilia me, and then like ash impermed, so like I'm not gonna be able to do anything regardless. The hand traps were very minimal. I didn't play nib, I didn't play imperm, I didn't play any of that stuff. I just pretty much played like the turn skip cards. which were these right here. Like, again, like you just kind of turn skip most decks. This one just hits like the purilia or the fuwalos, which is the only reason why it's there. Same thing with this. I don't want to play cross out because it kind of made the siding patterns a little weird, because then you have to keep one fuwalo, one purilia, so it just makes it so that there's kind of a dead card, so a lot of the time you don't really want it. Just because, yeah, technically it's good like if you go first, but again, like knowing my luck, I lose like all the dice rolls. I won, like I said, I won a couple of them, but obviously most of the majority of the time I'm losing them, so I don't want any dead cards. But this guy is good going first and second, so that's what you kind of play it. And then again, it helps with the siding patterns, because you don't want the cross.
How many cards are in your main deck?
My main deck is 44 cards. I think it was fine. There's like a world where like you want to play a Manju just to kind of get, like I remember I think Kabui did that. Well, I think he played 2, but what's it called, where you want it to be more consistent, but I just didn't want to lose control or have that normal summon. Like, so I think the 44 was like a big thing. It kind of sucks because there's a world where you want it to be 40 to kind of like make your opponent think you're on Maliss. Just because what's it called, a lot of people in the tournament, they start asking you for cards in your deck right away from the get-go. Just because Mitzu, Ryzeal, and stuff like that are usually anywhere from like 42 to 45, 46 cards. So a lot of time people know that you're playing a different deck. That you're playing like Mitzu or like Ryzeal or Fiendsmith or any of that stuff. Whereas Maliss was usually like a clean 40. They want like as consistent to be as possible. So if they're playing 40, they're most likely playing the Maliss and stuff like that. So there's a world where you try to like kind of like gimmick into it, you know what I mean? And then same thing with like, obviously like the more cards you play, the less kind of like hand traps or like sideboard cards you go into. Like if someone's playing like 50 or something, you kind of want to like not care about their side deck as much just because they're playing too many cards. So there's a world where you want to play a little bit less to kind of like, I guess, change people's like way of either siding or kind of playing around stuff. But no, but I don't know what else to take. I think the original deck was at like 46, but I cut it down to 44. But obviously, it still tells people that I'm playing Ryzeal Fiendsmith, you know, or sorry, Mitzu something, you know. In the Konami thing, they posted it as Mitzu Ryzeal, Mitzu Fiendsmith, even though there's only 3 Fiendsmith cards and 4 Ryzeal cards, but whatever, that's a whole different word. And then as far as the extra deck, I'll just go over real quick. These are all the Fiendsmith stuff. Making Caesar is always really good. Obviously, like, that's probably the one card that a lot of the time, if they have no out to it, it'll just win the game against like the mirror match and stuff like that. Don't make it against Gem Knights. I was told not to make it. What's it called? But outside of that, like, well, yeah, it's a really good engine, obviously. And then you play 1 IP and 1 Dynamundo. There was a world where you play SP over it just because this doesn't come up as much. But there's not a lot of hands where I get to this because of how hard I get hand trapped. So a lot of the time, like, you don't really get to make this. But the hands that you do, like, that means you're most likely resolving everything, that you are going to have a ritual monster on the field. And this guy's just better than SP a lot of the time because he clears stuff without wasting your attacking directly. So it's like, whatever. But there was a world where I played SP, but I just didn't know what to cut. 1 King of the Pharaoh Imps, 1 Detonator, 1 Dual Drive. I don't think Kabui played this, or someone didn't play it, but what's it called? To me, it came up a lot because a lot of the time I already had an established board, so I wasn't going to be able to search. And again, being able to get to the 2 bodies like was like super handy because I think there was like a argument that this searches out the Pyro, but what's it called? Like being able to search 1 wasn't enough because I usually waste my normal summon by then. Or what's it called, X wasn't going to get another thing to search. So a lot of the time it was just better just to make the duel. And it was still really good. Like, yeah, sometimes this guy got stopped and I didn't really care. So it was really good. And then I would get like this and I would still get like Fiendsmith combos, so like it was whatever. And then Babushka, again, another card that was kind of like, maybe we play it. But yeah, this card came up a lot. It won me a lot of games. It's hard to out it. There was a couple times where I just had like a Babushka battle where we both just had it and we're just waiting for it to die. So yeah. And then 1 aggregator, you just need to play it. The side deck was a little spicy, but I mean, it depends on what you think, you know. But it's definitely hot, you know. What's it called? So the 3 lava golems. This card won me a lot of games. Mainly the surprise factor from it. I think if it becomes like a staple in the side deck, it's different. Obviously, like it's for Lunanights, but it also won me games. So like round 1, the guy ended up on Castell, like Detonator. He had the Featherstorm set, I told him stand by anything. He said no. Okay, main phase anything? Nope. Well, nothing again. So I just dropped the lava golem on him. That just pretty much killed everything. He had nothing. Like I just otk'd him against Vanquish Soul. He ended a board of like what's his name, Ryzeal and the other one, and he dropped it on my whatever. So he dropped it on my standby phase, and I just lava golden him. And then he had no follow ups. So I otk'd him too. What's it called? So yeah. So this card came up a lot against Geminites. Like I got hit with whatever the guy that turn skips you, the one that negates all effects, the rank 5. I was able to just drop him, and then that was enough to kind of like get under the turn because of the follow ups that weren't there. And then in the mirror match, like a lot of the time when they end on babushka, like detonator or something else, you just drop it. So yeah, this card won me a lot of games. And again, this deck doesn't care about going first. Sorry, about the normal summons. So like, yeah, and then you fuwalos them or purilia them, and then you draw into this and you just win. This obviously Maliss was probably one of the most represented decks. I think it was also because it was very slept on and a lot of people weren't like siding heavy for it. But I'm not gonna ever doubt that deck, you know. 1 Harpies, 1 Talent. There's an argument to main this card, but I don't know, it just didn't come up as much as I thought it would. A lot of people just kind of shotgun it during the draw phase, but maybe there's a world where you play it, but I don't know. It was a very iffy card. Like there was a lot of scenarios where again they did it on draw phase, and that's all they hit me with. A lot of more people are just playing the Charmies, so yeah, a lot of people aren't playing like a lot of the other stuff anymore. And then this card is just insane. And then 3 warnings. This over the other one, over Judgment, just because this one stops a little more stuff. Being able to just hit like the Vanquish normal summon. Just being able to hit different things. Obviously there's like strike and stuff like that, but strike doesn't hit the ritual spell. What's it called? Whatever the Mitsurugi ritual, and this does. So there's just a lot more things that this is useful for. It sucks it doesn't hit like Harpies, whereas Judgment does. But every card they all kind of have their goods and bads in it. But this one has the highest ceiling for it and like the best, like it just has the best outcome compared to the other ones. And then what's it called? 1 Paradise and this day, both pretty good. What's it called? This one you don't really want to main it because again I'm gonna go second most of the time, sadly. What's it called? In this card, same thing. But going first, obviously you put them both in. Like yeah, a lot of time, like well not a lot of time, every single time I would just take out the 6 Charmies and then put this in, and that's pretty much all you needed on first. Oh, except against Vanquish, so obviously that one you still leave the purilias in there. Just what's it called them. But yeah, this is pretty much the easy side deck out. And then once I go second, I literally just put in like the fuwalos, like the lava golem, depending, and then like these things. And then I just side out like 1 ritual spell, like well different things depending on the matchup. But yeah, what's it called? Hopefully you guys enjoyed the deck profile. Hopefully I give you guys more tops. I'm not gonna promise that I'm gonna upload more videos because then I'm not gonna probably do it eventually. I'm gonna try to. What's it called? But yeah, I mean, hopefully this gives me a new, I guess, like, I don't know, I wouldn't say new lease on life, but maybe my Yu-Gi-Oh career, you know, maybe me play a little more, and actually start testing instead of just going to locals, and that's all it is. I hate DB, I hate all that stuff, and I hate playing in person. Like all my buddies know that I don't just play, you know what I mean? I don't get like, oh, let me sit down and play 10 matches with you. That's not gonna happen. So, but we'll see. It might change things, but hopefully you guys enjoyed it, guys. Again, the top finally. Peace out, guys.